YouTube, Sunavalon is here, and it is top tier. Yes, this deck is really, really good if you want to smack down agents. If you hate agents, this is the deck for you. So, I'm going to go over the deck list. I'm going to teach you the combo. Is this a hard deck to learn? I would say it's not really that difficult to learn. You have to understand the main combo. It can get a little bit difficult if you want to branch off going second and understand how to OTK your opponent, but once you get that down, you can really do really well with this deck. I think this deck is probably like within the top 2 decks of the game right now. As I said on my tier list, I'm going to discuss what you do. So basically, the deck is insanely free to play. If I did not have any of these hand traps, I could just replace them with any text that I have. So it could be Chalice, Droplet, whatever. Or whatever hand traps I have. I could even play Crow. I could play whatever you have. Just basically whatever tech cards you have. So we're going to play 3 Lance, 3 Mourner, and 3 Veiler, basically the hand traps. Now, going over the deck list, this is going to go really quickly. We're running 3 Genus Loci. This level 1 normal is the key to all your combos. You want to play 3 of it. Along with 3 Unexpected Die. Now, again, Unexpected Die can be added in the Anniversary box. It's also in a structure deck. And I believe that this is half off gems. I'll check this out for you guys so I don't mislead you. Yes, it is half off gems. So if you wanted to get it in here, which I highly don't recommend, you can get it in there. But if you wanted to get it in there, maybe if you're missing one of it, then you can go for the 1-up. But it's in a structure deck. It's in a lot of places you can dream ticket it. So yeah, Unexpected Die is a 3-up because it summons Genus Loci out of the deck without you needing to use your normal summon. Now, on top of that, we're playing 3 Sun Avalons, so Sunseed Twin, Sunseed Shadow, and Sunvine Maiden. So basically, Twin, the main effect that you need to know is when this is normal or special summon while you control a Link, Sun Avalon Link monster. You pay 500 life points, special summon Genus Loci, a level 4 lower plant normal from your graveyard, which will be your Genus Loci. Yeah, so it summons a level 4 lower plant normal from your graveyard, which will be your Genus Loci. Sunseed, also in graveyard, you can banish this card, target a Link monster you control. If you have 2 more plant Link monsters with the same name, each other in the graveyard, special summon one of them. Again, this rarely ever comes up. Maybe if you have 2 Melius in the graveyard, you can use it, but overall, that it just doesn't come up. Okay, next we run 1 Sunseed Shadow. Ignore the, by the way, ignore that in the upper right corner. I'll take it down. Give me 1 sec here. Yeah. Sunseed Shadow. So basically, this card is really, really good. If you control plant type monster, you get a normal monster, you can special summon this to your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard to target 1 link to a lower Sun Avalon, and special summon 1 for your extra deck with the same name. So it's basically a free link too, and an extender. This card is fantastic for the deck, and you get to search it with the skill. Next, we are running Sunvine Maiden. This card basically is really good to play around cards that target, like Effect Veiler and Master Flare. So basically, you search this card with the skill, and then if your opponent would activate a card or effect that targets your plant link monster, then bang. Or any plant monster you control. Actually, that was special summon for the extra deck. Could be a synchro, but that's never coming up. You can special summon this hand and negate that effect. So, but the one thing you need to know is Crackdown. This will not stop because it will keep trying to take Crackdown their monsters. So let me explain how this works. So basically, when you negate the effect of a card, you're not negating the activation. So if you negate the effect of a continuous card, it'll keep trying to activate. So something like Crackdown will keep trying to activate. This will not do it. It's the same as Impact with Fiendish Chain back in the day. Crystron Impact would have the same ruling. Okay, so next we are playing 1 Sunvine Sowing. This card basically special summons out a Sunseed monster from your deck, and then you take 500 damage. Also, if you control no Sun Avalon Link monster, you can only special summon Loci with this effect. Okay, so basically you can special summon any Sunseed while you control Link, otherwise you can only summon Loci. And then this locks you into plant Link monsters for the rest of the turn. And you can only activate 1 Sowing per turn. And also, while it's in the graveyard, if your plant link would be destroyed, you can banish this card instead. So really, really good. The final card that I want to go over, the final 3 cards, is Sun Avalon Bloom. So this card you're going to search with your, in the main deck, your Dry Trenchary. So basically, while you control a link for a higher plant, you can negate all your opponent's monster effects on the field when this card is activated. Not permanently, it's not skill drain, only on when this card is activated for those monsters that were on the field at that time. Also, during the damage step, this gains the effect, gains the attack equal to the combined attack of all monsters it points to. So, if your plant link monster battles, it gains attack equal to the amount of combined attack of the monsters it points to. So, what you need to know is Dry Trenchary will point down left, down, and down right. So if you point to a Thrasher, that's already going to be at 4k. It will gain 4k attack. So that's an easy way for you to boost up your Dry Trenchary and make this thing get massive and massive amounts of attack points. Okay, so keep that in mind. Alright. Also, if it points to your Banglahancer, then it can also gain 2500 attack, which your standard combo will set it up that way. Okay, next we're going to go over your Lone Fire Blossom basically distributes itself to summon any plant out of the deck. Simple. Painful Decision, you just send any normal monster to add the same normal from your deck to your hand. So send one normal to grave, level 4 or lower, add one of the same from your deck to your hand. So simple dimple. Alright, now we're going to go over your extra deck. So first things first, we're going to go after the Dryas. Dryas is your Link 1 and you need 2 of this in the event. So you want to get 2 of this. You don't need 3. You're not playing 3, but you want 2. Dryas, you can Link Summon it as a Link 1 using your Genus Loci. So it takes 1 level 4 lower plant. But you want to use this with Genus Loci and you want to make it an EMC to gain the effect of Dryas. So if it's Link Summon in the extra monster zone, you can add 1 Sunvine spell or trap from your deck to your hand. The card you are searching is your Sowing. So on Summon, you're going to search your Sowing from deck to hand, which will allow you to go in the combo. Also, this card cannot be targeted for attacks, but it does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. That goes for all your Sunavalon Link monsters. Now, the very important thing about this is the third effect is once per turn, you can take battle effect damage, you gain that much life points. Special summon 1 Sunvine monster from your extra deck. So they're all kind of like Veils, Battle and Boxer Veils, and then they can extend it to another Sunvine. What's very important about this is they can you can pretty much use these to extend into Sunvines when you take battle or effect damage as well. But what's also important too is that the higher Link rating you go on your Sunvines, the more times they can do this in the turn, with the exception of Dry Trenchary, which can only do this, which doesn't get that effect to special summon out of the extra deck and prevent battle damage. That's only on your Dryas and your Dry 80s. Okay, so Dry 80s is a Link 2, and the most of the time that you're going to be using this is for your Shadow to get an extra Link 2, but sometimes, in some cases, you can leave multiple of these on the field and be really annoying. So basically, you can use this multiple times in a turn, so twice per turn if you were to take battle damage by effect, or if battle damage, you can gain that much life points, and then special summon a Sunvine from your extra deck. Now, these are Sunavalons. These are not your Sunvines, so don't get mixed up with the names, okay? So you gotta be very careful with that. Next is Sunavalon Malias. This is your Link 3, and basically, this is Link Summon. You can special summon 1 Genus Loci from your graveyard. This card cannot be attacked from your attacks, but can be, does not prevent your opponent from attacking directly. Again, all of your Sunvines have that. And then the third effect of this card, the second effect of this card is really, really good. You can target 1 Sunvine Link monster you control that this card points to. It can attack up to the number of times during the battlefield equal to the amount of Sunavalon Link monsters you control. So this is really, really good. So basically, if you control 2 Link monsters, you can make your monster essentially attack Sunavalon Link monsters, I should say. You can make it attack twice. So essentially, if you have your Dryas, you have your Dry 80s and your Malias, when you make this combo happen, or a Dryas and a Malias or whatever, and then you summon your Thrasher, you can make a 3200 attack Thrasher swing twice. Basically turn it into an Envoy at the beginning. And that gives you insane value as far as being able to attack. I'm going to be able to show you a really cool combo to where you're going to be able to summon a 4k Thrasher and also a 3200 Thrasher. So when I go with Thrasher, this will make a lot more sense. But Malias is really, really strong. Yeah, I didn't even realize it was glossy. Next, we run Dry Trenchiary. So this card is really, really strong. It takes 2+ link monsters. If this card is link summon, you add 1 Sun Avalon spell trap when you deck your hand, that will be your bloom. This card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's effects and cannot be targeted by attacks. They cannot Dark Hole this, they cannot Leviathan this. But does not prevent them from attacking directly. Once per turn, you contribute 1 link monster this card points to. Destroy any amount of cards your opponent controls equal to that monster's link rating. So basically, what you need to know about Dry Trenchiary is if this is going to point to something like your Ben Lancer, you're going to tribute that and then blow up 4 cards on your opponent's field non-targeting. So that's really good. It can also use this to tribute a Link 1 to blow up 1 card, or Link 2 to blow up 2 cards, and so on and so forth. And the last monster, as far as the Sun Avalons go, is Ben Lancer, the Resurgent. So during the main phase, this is a quick effect compulse. During either player's main phase, target 1 effect monster your opponent controls, bounce it to the end. Now note, if you go up against Blue Eyes, you cannot bounce a Blue Eyes White Dragon with this. You need to keep that in mind. Also, then you take damage to equals to half its attack, and if you did, return it to the end. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 2 or more link monsters from your graveyard, and then you can special summon this rating 2 or more link monsters that equal the exact rating of 4. Special summon this card, but banish it from the field. So if you banish 2 Dryades, that summons it. If you banish a Melias and a Dryades, then that will also summon a Melias and your Sunvine link once. That also works. Okay, now going over the skill. Alright, so the skill is very simple. At the beginning of the duel, it adds 1 of each Sunvine monsters with different names to the extra deck. That includes your Thrasher, your Gardener, and your Healer. I'm going to go over those in a second. Shuffle 1 monster from your ended deck, then add 1 Sunseed monster or Sunseed effect monster from your deck to your end. This cannot add Genus Loci, but can add, like I said, your Shadow, your Maiden, or your other Sunseed. Which you're never going to rarely add is your Twin. Okay, so those 3 monsters it can add. Now next, if a monster is on your opponent's field, shuffle 1 plant monster from your hand face up field or graveyard among your banished cards into the deck. Then play a Genus Loci from your deck face down. This is really good because it's just a free body on the field extender with the skill going second. So really, really good. Now, we're going to go over the 3 Sunvines here. So Thrasher is really powerful. This is your best Sunvine. It takes 1 plant normal. It's a link 1. Basically, if a Sun Avalon link monster you control leaves the field by a card effect, destroy this card. If this card is special summon, you can target 1 Sun Avalon link monster. It gains attack 800 times its link rating. Now, this is really strong because it's a link 1 3200 attack beater. So if you target Melias, it's 3200. If you target Dry Trenchiary, it's going to go up to 4k. And also, when it destroys a monster in battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon that monster to its own link points to, but negate its effects. So if you destroy, let's say a Master Flare Hyperion in battle, you could take it and summon it to one of your Dry Trenchiary's link zones if it's open. So that's really, really strong. This card is very, very broken, honestly. Thrasher is insane. And this effect is not once per turn. So if you summon 2 of these, then you can have multiple beaters that can attack multiple times due to Melias. Sunvine Healer is crazy. This is a link 1. Basically, if a Sun Avalon link leaves the field by a card effect, destroy this card. If this card is special summon, you can target 1 Sun Avalon link monster in the field. Gain life points to its link rating times 300. So if you target your Dry Trenchiary and summon it at the end of the combo, you'll gain 1200 life. When your plant link monsters inflicts battle damage to your opponent, gain 600 life. Sun Avalon Gardener, if a link monster leaves the field by a card effect, destroy this card. When an attack is involved declaring this card, Sun Avalon link monster, while it's linked to it, so be very careful, you take half the battle damage, and when this card is destroyed by battle, end the battle phase. So, 3 different useful effects for different situations. Okay, now, time to show you guys some replays. This deck will smack agents in the mouth, and I got some really, really cool replays for you, showcasing off how much you are going to destroy agents with all these hand traps. 3 Mourner, oh, right, oh, that's a bad replay, don't look at that one. 3 Mourner, 3 Veiler, and 3 Lancia. Here we go.
Are you capable? capable of defeating me? My strategy is all set. Allow me to test. So you decide. Duel! From my hand, I activate a spell card.
Okay, this one I want to specifically bring up because we did make, we were gonna win this duel, but I totally forgot about Majesty Hyperion. So at the end of this duel, I will bring up where we could have played this differently, but think of this as a win. It resulted in a draw, but think of this as a win. Oh, never mind. This one was a win. I'm thinking of another one. This is the one I was referring to. So the play there is if we Veiler out his Moon, we just win the game. So that's why I say, think of this as a win. I didn't realize that this can burn us. So we ended up taking a draw. But that would, think of this as a win. So that would be 4 wins against agents. And we've had more in COG. This deck dominates agents. Alright, let me show you the basic combo line here. This is the basic combo line you need to know. Alright, 1 card combo with Genus Loci. Normal summon Loci, or if you have die special, link 1 into your Dryas. Activate Dryas. It's actually a 1.5 card combo because you need another monster in hand to return. Now again, if you only have die and Loci, make sure you use die so you can return Loci for the full combo. Next, we're going to activate Sun Siege Sowing. Gonna activate Twin, targeting the Loci. Activate Dryas. Dryas is gonna go ahead and special summon the Gardener. We're gonna special summon our Genus Loci. Then immediately after that, we're gonna link 3 using our Gardener, our Twin, and our Loci to make Melius. Melius effect will revive back the Genus Loci. Not in the middle. Do not make it in the middle. Otherwise, you need Shadow to go in the middle. So we'll skill here. Shuffle. Use the first part of the skill to shuffle it back. Monster to add our Shadow. Next, we're going to go ahead and special our Shadow. The reason why is you need an open links area to summon it. And if you put your Shadow on the other end, you're going to have your Genus Loci in the middle, and it won't be able to summon to an open link zone. Next, you're going to banish Shadow. And then, after that, we're going to summon another Dryades. Then, we're going to go ahead and, by using our 2... I misclicked. By using our 2 Dryades, we're going to go ahead and link these 2 up for our Dryad Trenchier. Next, Dryad Trenchier is going to activate, searching our Bloom. Then we're going to use our Genus Loci to link off into our Sunvine Healer. You want to do this at the end of the combo because you can gain more life points. That's going to give us 1200 life. Then what, at long last, we'll use our Sunvine Melias. Oh, put this in the middle. Don't put this on the end. And our Healer to make our Ben Lancer, but put this in the middle. I just clicked here because I'm trying to get this done before the maintenance goes through. So that's your combo. And that's what you need to know. So yes, I think this is one of the best decks in the game. Insanely free to play. If you have 1 or 2 Genus, 1 or 2 Dryas, even if you have 1 Dryas, give this a try. You ideally want 2, but definitely can be playable with 1. Yeah, we're doing a max run with this tomorrow. So if you don't want to miss it, you want to learn how Sunavalon works. If you want to do well in the KC Cup, you're going to want to listen to me because I'm going to teach you how this deck works. Follow will probably be live tomorrow evening, I would say. It might be in the morning. It's either tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon or evening. It might go live around 3 or 4. Follow me on twitch.tv/Sean Matrai or just subscribe to me on YouTube. I will make a community post right when I wake up in the morning telling you when I'm going to be on, but it's definitely sometime tomorrow. Please, 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 please come to the stream. Ask me any question you want. And also, you have an opportunity, if you're on the YouTube side, to show me any replay you want from your account. So do that. Until next time, Sean Matrai, signing out. Peace.